Hello, CCC family. It is Wednesday, April 1st, and we're continuing a series of devotionals or video blogs in which Christ Community Church pastors help us think biblically and live biblically in these days when we can't gather together. Honestly, I'm just a little bit embarrassed. In Monday's blog, I quoted an excerpt from C.S. Lewis's The Screwtape Letters, in which Screwtape, the demon, boasts about the potential that plague has for hell to wreak havoc, to do harm, and to derail Christian commitment. I thought it was a good piece, but later in the day I discovered that it was spurious. It's not really in Lewis's book. Somebody wrote it more recently, posted it online, and I must say, did a pretty good job of imitating Lewis's Screwtape voice. Still, I should have realized that it was not Lewis's work because I've read that book at least 3 times. Well, whoever wrote it put these words on the lips of Screwtape, that seasoned senior tempter. Never let a good crisis go to waste. That's hell's advice. Never let a good crisis go to waste, including crises like the coronavirus scare. Screwtape and his ilk would love to see Christians in the midst of a plague become self-centered, despondent, lazy, discouraged, gluttonous, and to let their Christian spiritual disciplines slip. Never let a good crisis go to waste. Maybe Screwtape would appreciate a tongue-in-cheek to-do list that you may have seen online recently. 3 p.m., watch scary news channels for the 4th time today. 4 p.m., wallow in self-pity. 4:30 p.m., stare into the abyss. 5:30 p.m., eat all by myself again. 6:30 p.m., change from my daytime pajamas into my nighttime pajamas. 8 o'clock p.m., set my alarm for noon. But what if we who follow Christ adopt that slogan and make it work for Christ and his kingdom and for our growth in our relationship to God? Don't let a crisis go to waste. Instead, memorize Isaiah 40 or Romans chapter 8. Read stories to the children and the grandchildren. Re-examine priorities. Write a letter, a real paper and ink letter to somebody you haven't seen in a while. Pray through the church directory and then call a few of those people on the phone and let them know that you prayed for them. Thank God for the opportunities that a crisis like this presents, including the reminder of how much we need God, how much we depend on him. This coming Saturday, 7 o'clock in the evening, tune into the CCC YouTube channel and watch the play Fish Eyes, a creative, witty, thoughtful play that examines the impact that Jesus had on 2 fishermen who knew him well. On the years that we can't do the Zion Passion Play, we like to do something else to dramatize the Christian story, and this is this year's contribution. 7 o'clock this Saturday evening, you and your family, check out Fish Eyes. Now, you probably don't need me to give you a lot of advice on how to use your time these days, but maybe just a little encouragement to make these days count, not let this crisis go to waste. Ephesians 5:16 urges us to make the most of every opportunity. Redeem the time, the Apostle Paul says, because the days are evil. These days are evil. They're sad, they're a bit scary, but we can use them for Christ's cause and for our own growth in Christ-likeness. I want to end with this brief prayer right out of the hymn book. Grant us wisdom, grant us courage for the living of these days, that we fail not, men nor thee.